art friends. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the artist Romero Britto, and we're going to be drawing and coloring a picture inspired by his work. Romero Britto was born in Brazil in 1963. At a very young age, he taught himself how to do art and would use any art materials that he could get his hands on. He often painted on cardboard, paper scraps, and even on newspaper. Romero was inspired by Cubism and the artists Picasso and Matisse, as well as other pop artists such as Warhol. He uses lots of bright colors and patterns in his work, as well as geometric shapes. His art can be found all over the world, and his Statue of Liberty picture, titled Freedom, which was created in 2012, is the inspiration for our picture today. So let's get started. For this project, you're going to need a piece of paper, a pencil, possibly an eraser. If you have a black marker or black Sharpie, that would be useful as well, and then anything you'd like to color with. So to start our Statue of Liberty picture, we're going to start with her crown first. We're going to draw about in the middle of the page a curved line. Then we're going to draw two lines up. They don't have to be very big. From there, we're then going to connect those two lines we just drew. That's okay if your lines aren't perfect. My lines are a little bit sketchy right now, just so I can go back and then fix what I need to fix. Once that's done, we're going to work on her hair. We're going to start by drawing two lines that come off the bottom of that crown at a slight angle outward. Starting over here, we're then going to start at the bottom and come all the way up in a curved line to the top. Now we're going to do the same next to it. Now from this side, we're going to repeat the process. Curved line up, curved line up. Now we're going to start to work on her face. One line down on the left and on the right. We want those lines to be decently even, and if you do need to make them a little bit longer, you can. Now we're going to connect those lines by making two slanted lines downward from those points. And now we're going to work on her face. So starting from where that hair parts in the middle, we're going to draw a line down. Now it's slightly curved, and we're going to go about halfway, and then we're going to make a curved shape up. We're going to work on her two eyes, which are two curved lines down, two circles for her cheeks, and her lips. Now that we have our face done, we're going to start to work on the neck, the body, and the top of her crown. The next step is to draw two lines down. Now, you don't want these lines to go all the way to the bottom of your paper. You do want to leave some space so we can draw her clothes. Now we're going to draw a curved line. I like to start right at this point, and I'm going to come down and then start again at that point and come down. And I didn't go all the way to the corner. I went a little higher up. Now we're going to work on her other shoulder. This one, I start from about right here. I'm going to go up and stop. Then I'm going to start from that line I just finished, come down just a little bit, and then go up, because this is her arm that's holding the torch. Before I start to work on those lines for her crown, I am going to add one line straight down from the point on her chin to her shoulders to make those two separate shapes. Now, the last step before we start coloring is to make those lines for her crown. So you can start in the left or the right, doesn't matter, or even in the middle. But you want to make 10 lines. So I like to start over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now that my drawing is done, if you have a marker, you can trace over your lines. Now, if you don't have a marker, you don't have to trace over your lines. You could use a black crayon or a colored pencil, whatever you have. At this step, you're ready to start to color. Now, Romero Britto uses tons and tons of really, really bright colors in his art, and they're filled with lots of cool patterns. So I'm going to leave it up to you for you to decide what patterns and colors you'd like to use on your Statue of Liberty picture. Over here, I used all the reds and the blues in my crayon box. I hope you have fun creating this picture, and I cannot wait to see what you create.